Hi guys. All right, so I figured I still need to do my 16-week update for you guys, which I probably will record tonight after I get home from work. Yes, I am going to work today. Let me tell you what's kind of going on to get everybody up to speed. I've been having spotting since Thursday, so my doctor told me to stay home to rest. This is a regular OB because I could not get a hold of the high risk OB. But he said, just stay home and rest. So I stayed home and rest Thursday and Friday. Now, because my employer's been giving me such a hard time, I knew on Monday,
I want you.
Okay, come here, sweetie. Sorry. Oh. Okay. So, because I'm doing this on my phone so she can see herself, so that's why she's sticking out her tongue. Very silly little girl. But, anyways, so, the bleeding, it would stop and start and stop and start. So I called the doctor early on Monday morning, yesterday morning, because I figured they're going to either want to see me or just write me a note to go back. So I talked to the nurse. And unfortunately right now my chart is stuck with the office that I don't like. I'm trying to get my next appointment to be put at the one I do like and like the office staff. Because this one I called and I talked to the nurse. Because normally I can just talk to the receptionist at the other office and they'll make the appointment right away for me. Or they'll do whatever. Sorry, she's a ham. So anyways, I called and she said, what's going on? I said, well, I've had spotting on and off all weekend. I said, am I clear to go back to work? And she said, oh yeah, you're fine to go back to work. I said, okay. Not even asking my chart, my name or anything like that. So I said, yeah, I gave her my name. She said, okay. I said, I need a doctor's note to go back. She's like, well, you can just go to the ER and get one. I said, it needs to be from the doctor, because... So she said, well, hold on, I'll call you back. I'll talk to the doctor.
My horsey.
Yeah, you're horsey. So, about an hour later, she calls me back, and I figured it was, oh, your note's ready. She's like, oh, well, they want you to go to the emergency room. The midwife wants you to go to the emergency room. And I said, okay. And she's like, well, because you've been spotting for so long, we can't. I had an appointment today, and that's why I said I have an appointment today. So do you want me to just be seen, wait, and stay home today, or basically, like, if you want me to stay home today, well, meaning yesterday, just tell me that. She said, no, we want you to go to the ER and be seen. So I went to the ER, and of course I had to wait for my husband to get up because he works third shift. So I went about 2 o'clock. Now, you would think that the midwife would have sent down to the emergency room when she comes in, this is what we want you guys to do. I got in, I sat there for 2 hours before they even took a urine sample. Then the doctor walked in and he said, well, you were told by the doctor to come here, so it was by the midwife. He's like, all right, well, let me try to get a hold of her and see what was their plan. I said, I think it was just for you guys to observe what was going on, try to figure it out, and then release me to go back to work. And he's like, we can't release you to go back to work if you have spotting. We're not an expert. I said, my point exactly. That's why I was confused why I was even told to come here. So anyway, to make a long story short, he checked my cervix. The cervix is fine, but he did see that there was a little bit of blood, but he's like, and it's red blood. He's like, but I'm not an expert. So he's like, you have an appointment tomorrow. What? He was more frustrated and confused as I was. So anyways, I left after sitting there for 4 hours, went home. They said the high-risk doctor will call you and set up an appointment. I said, okay. So got up this morning. went to my OB, and because I saw the regular OB, and I said, okay, why did the midwife send me? And he's like, well, because he's like, they would set up your ultrasound. I said, so you guys sent me to have to pay a $100 copay to set up an ultrasound that easily you guys could have done a referral over the phone. I said, anyways, I see him anyways. I see the high risk OB, so it's very simple. And he's like, well, you know, that's what happens sometimes when the OBs are out. And so it's definitely changed my opinion about midwives. I would never use a midwife. I would never recommend anybody to use a midwife after this. That they don't even know their own hospital's policy. They don't. The ER does not do ultrasounds after 13 weeks anymore. The midwife should know that. It was a waste of my time. I'm so ticked off still about it. So I go tomorrow for them to figure out what is going on with the bleeding. So I just want to get you guys up to speed on that. I will do an update, like I said, tonight. It'll probably be posted tomorrow afternoon. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.